Hello everyone. Now I'm going to share about front end and back end, front end development and back end development. And first of all, I will explain about front end. Front end is what we see in the web page and what we interact. And this is front end, and the back end is what the process of the website works. For example, this is my PHP website. This all is front end. If we click it, it changes color. It If we click a link, it goes to the other page. Whatever we see and we click, if we click a model box appear, it goes to the next page and everything it we can see and we can interact. This is called front end. And back end is like the found backend is like the server database that works in the background. This is backend development. So in this note we can see there are with front-end development we can create web design, responsive web design, cross-browser compatibility. This means it works in every browser. And single page application, this means with jQuery edges the page not reload and show in the same content in the same page. Front end like React.js, AngularJS, these all are front end frameworks. If we do not want to use React, Angular, Vue, we can use edges, jQuery edges to single page application. And UI UX, user experience, go to user experience, this all are front end. And state management, when we click a button, what happen if go to the next page, a model box appear, everything the UI and what we interact with the web page. This is front end. There front end, we can create front end with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, and Bootstrap. And there are JavaScript frameworks like React.js, AngularJS, Vue.js. This is all front end frameworks. And backend frameworks are like server, database, API, authentication, authorization, data management, server management, deployment, security, scalability, maintenance, everything about that works in the background. This is called backend development. We can create a backend development with PHP, pure PHP. If we want to use frameworks like Laravel, Symfony, Joomla, Yi, there are many other framework also. Node.js is a framework of JavaScript. Django for Python, Ruby on Rails. There are many frameworks and languages to create backend development. Both front end and development, if we can create both front end and backend, front end and backend, this is called full stack. Full stack means both front end and backend. Front end framework is this is very important single page application and for user experience, not to reload to another page. And there are many other frameworks, for example Bootstrap, and CSS, Bootstrap, Vue.js, AngularJS, React.js to create front end development, JavaScript, jQuery. And if we want to create backend development, we need to know about the server, about the database, how to connect with database, how to store in the database, how to create, read, update, delete the data from the database. And API to connect different backgrounds to connect with backend and front end and with API. And authentication, authorization, and roles, permissions, what user can do what, that authorization, everything about this is about backend development. And there are also many other, the scalability of the website of the project, how to manage the server, how to manage the database, how to make the security of the web page, everything that works in the background, and that to manage from the background. This is backend development. Front-end development is simple, to what we see and what we interact with the web page, what happen, what we when we interact in the web page. This is front-end development. So this is if we click on a link, what happened, this all are front-end development. If we sign in or log in and save the user data in the database and send to the form data to the server, this all are backend development. And there are many other things also. This is the basic. These are the popular backend frameworks: Laravel, Django, Ruby on Rails, Express.js, Next.js, and front-end framework: Vue.js, Angular.js, Bootstrap, jQuery. So this is the basic knowledge about front-end development and back-end development. Thank you very much.